Hello folks, Torrin here with the Kubota B6200, and some of you are asking on YouTube how you change the oil in the comments, so today I'm going to show you how to do that. The drain plug on this tractor is located, I don't know if I can show you. It's gonna be hard to get you in there, but right there, where I got my finger, right there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but that's it right there. So I'm gonna go get a drain pan. The engine is good and hot, by the way. I was working the tractor for about 20 minutes before doing this, so I got my drain pan. We'll pull that plug out and that'll get the oil out of it. Okay, I think we're ready to do the oil change now. The wrench you need is a 19 millimeter. Everything on this tractor is metric, so if you need a wrench, it's going to be metric. So let's get this off. Sorry if my head's in the way. Going the right way. No, we're going the wrong way. Evidently. Okay. I'm gonna let that drain for a little bit and put the drain plug right on here. I mean, the oil's black, but that's expected. It does that pretty quick in a diesel. Anyway, I'll let that drain and then I'll get back to you when it's done. Alright, now that most of the oil has come out, I think it's time to get that filter changed. I'm going to see if I can use this oil filter wrench. There's not a lot of space here to work it, but we'll find out if this works. I can always use vice grips if I have to, but it's going to be tighten up that way. This does not have a huge amount of space for getting your oil filter wrench on, does it? This is an adjustable handle. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, come on, get on there, please. Jeez, who put this thing on so tight? Let me see. Get that. Let's see if I can turn the steering rod out of the way. That's going to help a bit. If I can turn it. I'm going to sharpen the rod. That's the wrong way. There we go. Let's try that again. That might be a little easier. It's still not super easy, is it? Off, please. There we go. There she comes. Jeez, that's tight. There we go. Here we go. Just got my hand now, will you? Almost. Just coming my hand. It's not easy yet. Please don't rain. The camera does not like getting wet. Here we go. Nice spot. Nice catch with the oil. Oil pan, eh? Get this little spot to drain your oil filter. And now we'll let that drain out for a minute. Alright, I got my new filter here. Part number is, I don't know if that's going to show up for you, but it's an HH150-32094. So, I'm just going to oil the gasket a little bit. Just like that. And wipe the excess oil off the filter with out of this area with a rag. This doesn't make too much of a mess. Now some folks say to pre-fill them, but this one's mounted on the side, so it's not really easy to pre-fill. But I got a trick that'll address this problem. Wait and see. I wrote the date and the number of hours on the filter here, as you can see. June 13th, 2026, 972.1 hours. Not tight enough, I think it is. That feels about right. You don't make these super tight. Okay, let's pop that drain plug back in. That. Hands clean once. Tighten it up like this. About 2 months, you want to strip it. If you strip your drain pan out, you're in a bit of a pickle. And I'm just going to go pull out the drain pan here without spilling it. Wipe up the oil from that spilled over here so we can see if we have a leak. There we go. And I think now we're good to go throw some new oil in the machine. Alrighty. It is now time to start adding the new oil. So, the oil I'm putting in is this 1540 semi-synthetic diesel engine oil. It's a semi-synthetic blend developed with a Shell technology. It's basically the Canadian Tire equivalent, Canadian Tire branded Shell Rotella oil, which from what I've heard is really good in older diesel engines like this. It's a semi-synthetic blend, and I've poured it into this other oil container to measure out the correct amount, which is 3.4 liters. There's 1, 2, 3, and that's about 0.4 liters. So we should be pretty much bang on the money here. Anywho, I'm going to set you up in the stand while I add the oil. The oil goes in right over here. You got this cap here. If I can get it off. There we go. Here it goes, straight in the valve cover. Anyway, I'll get to doing that, and then we'll check our oil level. Alright, here's my 3.4 liters I have measured out into this can. Should take all of this. Stand out of the way so y'all can see what I'm doing. Lug lug, drink up, thirsty engine. Okay. That's all of it. I'm just going I'm gonna wipe this up just a smidge, get a little bit of this, clean up my mess just a bit, because I don't like a messy engine if I can help it. Yeah, I guess it keeps it from rusting, but oh well. I'd rather not have oil all over it. But I can't tell if there's an oil leak or not. But I know this engine doesn't burn oil, so the only spot it might leak is the filter if I didn't tighten that right. But anyway, I think it's good. So I'm gonna pull the dipstick. It's hard to see where to line this thing up. Y'all can see, I don't know if you can see that, but we're a bit over full, but that's not surprising because the oil needs to go in the filter, right? So we're gonna crank fill up that filter and we should be right bang on the correct level, I think, once we do that. I mentioned I had a little trick for filling the filter without starting the engine. Well, I'm going to show you that trick right about now. And it involves this lever over here, the compression release. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank the engine with the compression off until I build oil pressure down here. And then I'll check the oil level one more time. So let's do it. You're probably not going to be able to see the gauge because I can't really film in there very well, but trust me when I tell you there's oil pressure. There we go, we're building oil pressure now. Now that we got our oil pressure built up by turning the engine with no compression, let's take a look at the oil level one more time. Still a tiny bit over, but that's okay. I think once I start it, it's probably going to go right where it should be, I would imagine. Okay, more time. Yeah, we're just up here, so as opposed to there, which not the end of the world. That'll even out, I imagine, once the engine starts up and runs. So yeah, that's all there is to changing the oil and filter on this tractor. So I guess while we're at it, I'll just take a quick look here in the pre-cleaner, the air cleaner, to see if there's any crap in there. I imagine, because I don't run this in a very dusty environment. But I'll take a quick look. Here, let me bring you to where you can see what I'm doing. See how if there's any dirt in the cup over here, and it's kind of what I go by. There's a little bit of dirt there. A little bit of dirt on the filter, but not much at all. I mean, not surprising. I changed it recently, and the tractor's not really running a very dusty environment normally. Let me just see if I can get the dirt out of this cup. Yeah, there's definitely some dirt in there. Let me go vacuum that out, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, just vacuumed off the air filter. I'll put that back in. It's pretty clean otherwise though, so it does not need replaced. Your part number looks like it's 70,000-11221 if you ever need to replace your air cleaner on this machine. Then we have the pre-cleaner. This side goes up. It's marked top, so the goes in like this. You got your notch down there, tab up there, and this is just gonna pop on the end like so. You know when it's in, and you clip it like that, and the other side, and you put your hold down strap back on like so, and there you go. Pre-cleaner is cleaned. A little surprised it's as dusty as it was. It's probably from when I did all the gravel work in the driveway. That was pretty dusty, so yeah, I guess it makes sense. Alright, you folks thought I was done, didn't you? Well, no, I'm not done. I've got one more thing to show you on this tractor that needs oil. It's these guys here. These are your, you got your final drives here, a front differential, and another final drive over on that side there. This is basically just a little gearbox that that connects your front drive shaft to your front hub. And these contain 80-90 weight gear oil. So to check them, I'll show you how to do that. I'll just show you on the one side over here, because the front diff and the right side final drive are done the exact same way. So all we're going to do is I'll set you up in the stand, and I'm going to get to checking the oil level in the final drive. Let's see if I can get y'all to see and not get myself in the way of the camera too much. So you got this bolt. We're going to pull this bolt out. M10 seems to be the wrench that works on this. Just wipe the dirt off so you don't get all that crap in the final drive. Crap does not make a gearbox work better, it turns out, which is interesting. Okay, take your bung up, stick it somewhere you're not going to lose it, like on top of your steering linkage. Grab your can of 90 weight and you just put it in until it flows out. I don't think this one needs any amount. It seems to be pretty darn full. Yeah, that's pretty full, I think. So, yeah, I'd say that's good there. So, I'm going to do that to the center differential and the right-hand final drive. On second thought, I'm going to change the oil in this front diff because when I pulled the plug in it, there was a bunch of foam. And the previous owner said he changed it, but I don't know. So I'm here anyway, so let's just do it. It's an M14 plug? What size plug are you? It's like you're a 13 millimeter. Okay, so apparently it didn't like my box wrench, but it likes the open end. Whatever. Let's see what surprises await us in this differential. I've owned this tractor for 4 years, and this is the one fluid I haven't changed in it since owning it. The previous owner said he changed it, so recently, but anyway. I don't know what that's all about. Anyhow, let's pop the plug and drain out all that old gear oil. And we'll see what awaits us. Yeah, it definitely looks like it hasn't been changed too recently. So I'm glad I did this. It's not terrible, but is there water in there? It actually looks half decent, but oh well, can't hurt. Anyway, I'm just going to let this drain out, and I'll go back to you when it's fully drained, and I'll fill her up again. Alrighty, I think that's pretty good. I mean, I did add a little bit of new gear oil here to flush out the old crap, so I think we'll button it up. Let me turn my head out of the way so y'all can see what I'm doing. There. Okay, so now let's go top it up. You gotta be a little slow with this because it's not the best angle for filling, but you just gotta fill it until it overflows. All right, I think we're good there now. Yeah, that's probably pretty full there. I mean, maybe one more little shot, but it's whether it's gurgling like that, it means you're pretty well up to the top. Yeah, now we're completely full. See? I mean, yeah, just an air bubble there, but yeah. Time to button this up. And there we go. Just gonna go button up the bung here that holds the oil in when you're driving around so it doesn't go everywhere. That's bad when oil goes where it shouldn't. Oh. I don't think we're almost there. That's it. That's on there. Perfect. So, alright, one last thing before I call it quits for this video. Remember the oil level was a little full when I showed you before? Well, to lift the loader, to do the front end, I started up the engine for a minute and ran it. And let's take a look at the oil level one more time. It's hard to see the hole now it goes into. I don't love about this crap here. I need to get a headlamp here because I can't see where the hole is for the dipstick. All right, this should help a little. Okay, and let's pull that one more time. Take a look. We're definitely still a tiny bit full, but yeah, that's okay. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and found it useful to see how to change your oil on a Kubota B6200. I assume the 7200 and the other models are pretty similar. So, yeah. Or maybe you just enjoyed watching me wrench on some iron here. So, either case, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more random content like this. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. So take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.